Our 8th grade players in their last home game at Trinity Christian Academy. Young men, when I call your name, please meet Coach Pons in the middle of the court and smile for the picture. Parents and players, thank you for making our program great. We can't do it without you. First, number 22, Evan, the captain, Wilson. Number 4, Kenneth, K.P. Patterson. Number 20, Ja'Cory, the Black Hole, Jordan. Number 3, G-Money, Garrett Chapman. Number 12, Jacob Harper. Number 24, Marcus Tiny Blueberry. Number 5, Jerron Big Will Williams. Number 1, Wesley the Professor Scott. Number 25, Caleb the Ocean Bell. Number 32, Fernando CP3 Porter. Young men, please turn around, smile for the camera. Thank you for a great season. That way.
And ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Trinity Christian Academy, the home of the Conquerors. We want to thank Conquerors basketball head coach, Mr. Ryan Kosen, for introducing the 8th graders on the junior high roster as they're playing their final regular season home game officially as middle school Conquerors. Hopefully every one of them will be back next year as they move on to junior varsity beginning in 9th grade. I'm Ray Bureau, bringing you the play-by-play this evening, and we want to pay a special welcome to our guests, the Eagles of the Episcopal School of Jacksonville. They are here tonight.
Please rise for prayer and the singing of our national anthem following.
And we'll give you more information following prayer and our national anthem. And we'll turn it right back over to Coach Kosen.
Father, we pause before the game and thank you for all that you do. For your son who sent to die for us, God, we ask that you would bless the game. We pray for safety for both the officials and the players. And we'll give you all the honor and glory for everything that's done. In Jesus' name, amen.
And leading us, as always, in our national anthem, the wife of head coach Willie Pons. Please welcome Miss Renee Pons.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave.
Now for your visiting Episcopal Eagles. Number 13, Jack Bogan. Number 30, Kirk Greiner. Number 33, Thomas Hayes. Number 22, Andrew Stamper. Number 4, Langston Hardy. Now for your Trinity Christian Conquerors! Starting at forward, number 22, Evan Wilson. At point guard, number 4, Kenneth Patterson. At center, number 21, Ike Daughtry. Number 30 at guard, Jordan Get Bucket Milligan. And at guard, number 32, Fernando Porter.
And thank you, Coach Kosen, for bringing us the starting lineups. And we're just moments away from tip-off here on tcajax.org. The Episcopal Eagles taking on the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors. And tonight the Conquerors are looking to avenge a 9-point loss to the Eagles earlier in the season. That came way back on December 1st, 29-20 in favor of Episcopal, but now Trinity with a chance to even up the season series. Ike Dougherty tipping off against number 22, Andre Stamper, and we are underway. Episcopal comes into tonight's match with a record of 9 wins and 4 losses, 4-3 in the Independent Middle School Conference. They had victories over St. John's Country Day, Trinity, Eagles View Academy, and University Christian. Their losses have come to Christ Church Academy, Bowles, and Providence. Update you on Trinity's record so far as we get the next opportunity. First shot attempt of the ball game is off the glass, and a rebound by Stamper. And the Eagles reset. Now a 3-point attempt and a whistle. 3-second violation will nullify that attempt by Jack Bogan. Conquerors on the season are 7-5, and they are 4-3 in the conference. They've had wins over St. John's, University, Eagles View, and Christ Church. 3-point attempt by Patterson is off the rim. Knocked around and out of bounds off of Stamper. It'll stay with the Conquerors. The Conquerors' losses have come to these very Eagles and also Bowles and Providence. And that loss to Providence was on December 13th, a 1-point loss on a buzzer beater by the Stallions to make the final score 28-27 in favor of the Providence Stallions. Patterson again for 3. This one off the back of the rim, rebounded by Stamper, and here come the Eagles up court. No score, just over a minute has ticked off the clock here in the opening period. 6-minute quarters here in junior high basketball. Glad you're able to join us right here on tcajax.org. Eagles work it around the perimeter. Now inside, Wilson on the defense, and a whistle. 2 shots coming up for Episcopal. And that is going to be the first foul of the ball game. It goes against Evan Wilson, one of the 8th graders honored tonight in the junior high version of senior night. So we'll call it 8th grade night here at Trinity Christian Academy. Andre Stamper with his first of 2 is good. So the Eagles are on the board. And free throw number 2 coming up for Stamper. And this one bounces around and finds its way in. So the Eagles off to a 2-0 lead. 4:28 left to go here in the first quarter. Conquerors work it out to the outside. Porter trapped in the corner. Conquerors work it around. Kenny Patterson, as he's done all season, directing traffic, helping the Conquerors set up a good opportunity. Back outside to Milligan. 3-point shot off the rim. Rebound Stamper. And the Eagles make their way up court quickly. 3-point attempt is good for number 30, Kurt Griner. And it's a 5-point Episcopal lead. 3:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Porter looking for some instructions from Coach Pons. And the Conquerors find themselves down by 5. A 3-point shot from Patterson off the glass. Picked up by Bogan. And he works it up the court very quickly, finds a man down court, back to Bogan. Dougherty forced number 30, Griner, to rethink himself, but the Eagles get it inside. This one misses, and Milligan is there to grab the loose ball. Here comes Porter. And shot attempt from Dougherty gives the Eagles their first score of the night. Wesley Scott, Garrett Chapman, Kenny Patterson, Jerron Williams, Jacob Harper, Ja'Cory Jordan, and Evan Wilson. Caleb Bell and Marcus Newberry, 9 eighth graders on this Conquerors roster playing in their final home game of the regular season. And a timeout for head coach Matt Flackis of Episcopal. 32nd timeout. It comes at 2:50 left to go here in the first quarter. And the score is Episcopal 5, Trinity Christian 2. I'd like to thank the Episcopal Eagles for giving us that information. You can check out a lot about Eagles athletics and Episcopal School of Jacksonville on esj.org. Schedules as well as results, wins and losses, and final scores of each game the Eagles have had this season on their athletics page at esj.org. 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. Conquerors trail by 3, and Episcopal has the ball. At midcourt, inbounding Langston Hardy. We want to thank all the Eagles fans and parents for joining us here on tcajax.org, as well as those who made the trip across the St. Johns River to join us here at Trinity's Gymnasium. Reverse layup is knocked down by Milligan. Hardy trying to get inside, but Milligan says no, and Porter gives it off to Patterson, bounces around, falls out, and another rebound by Andre Stamper. And a whistle's going to turn it back over to Trinity Christian. Checking in now for the Eagles, number 23, J.P. Schweitzer. 2:22 left in the first quarter. And the inbound pass rejected by Stamper, but it stays with the Conquerors. No time ticked off the clock, so still 2:22 left to go. Porter takes the inbound pass, works it back near midcourt. Wilson for 3, off the rim. Patterson grabs a loose ball in the corner, tries to get a bounce pass to go out of bounds, but the Eagles are not having any of that. Good defense by the Conquerors to get back down court quickly. And the Eagles have to retreat as the Conquerors are playing very tight defense around the arc. Wilson got a hand on it. Stamper got it back and took an extra step, so the traveling violation will turn it back over to the Conquerors to trail 5-2. 1:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Good crowd on hand here at Trinity Christian Gymnasium. 3-point shot for Milligan off the rim. And another rebound by Andre Stamper. That's his 4th already tonight. And we're going to have a whistle and foul on the floor against Trinity. We'll see who gets that call. Number 4 is Kenny Patterson. That is his first and team foul number 2 on Trinity Christian. So the Eagles will inbound right underneath their own goal, and a couple more youngsters join the court. Number 45 is Elijah Franklin. Number 21, Will Eccles. And the inbound pass off the glass. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Trinity, so Episcopal regains possession. Schweitzer will inbound. Patterson on the defense of Griner. Now wide open from the corner. A 3-point shot is knocked down, and that's J.P. Schweitzer with his first bucket of the game. And it increases the Eagles' lead to 6, 8-2. We are now under a minute left to go here in the first period. Bounce pass inside to Dougherty. His shot is rejected, but a foul called. A couple of men nearby. We'll see which one gets the foul. Number 21, Will Eccles, picks up his first and the team first for Episcopal. At the line for the Conquerors, number 21, Ike Dougherty. First free throw is good. The Conquerors on all three levels have greatly improved their free throw shooting throughout the season, especially here in the second half. And Dougherty at the line for free throw number 2. And it swishes in. 4 points for Dougherty. He has scored all 4 Conquerors points. 48.8 seconds left in the quarter. Mitch Donahue on the court now for Episcopal. Number 20, Sam Ero, also checks in for the Eagles as well. Ero and Donahue work it on the outside near the Trinity Christian bench. 27 seconds left on the clock. Bounce pass is knocked away. Pass was intended for Franklin. Eagles retain control. Now checking in, Jack Bogan. And number 30 is Kurt Greiner. Heading to the bench, Elijah Franklin. And number 21, Will Eccles. 21.9 seconds left in the first period. 8-4 in favor of Episcopal. Bogan back near midcourt. Looks like Episcopal is playing for 1. Donahue for 3. It is good. Mitch Donahue from behind the college arc makes it a 7-point game. Porter off the glass. This one misses as the buzzer sounds. So at the end of 1, the Episcopal Eagles lead Trinity Christian 11-4. We have an opportunity to let you know the upcoming schedules for both of these teams after tonight. Episcopal tomorrow will play Lake City Middle School, and that is an away game in Lake City. It will begin at 6:30. On the 23rd, Monday, the Eagles will travel over to Providence, trying to avenge an earlier loss in the season as Providence defeated Episcopal the first time they met. Then on the 26th, the Eagles will visit St. John's Country Day School, and that is the final regular season game for Episcopal. For the Conquerors, after today, they have 1 game left on the schedule. Tomorrow afternoon, they will play the first of 3 against University Christian. Middle school, junior varsity, and varsity Conquerors and Christians getting together tomorrow night. All that action begins at 4:30. That is the final season for the game for the junior high Conquerors as well. I'll tell you when the middle school conference tournament begins at our next opportunity. Again, the Eagles work it around the perimeter. Number 25, Jake Murphy. And number 12, Kirk Reed in for the Eagles. And the layup is good. That is Andre Stamper. He now has 4 points, and the Eagles lead 13-4. Patterson, a pull-up jumper, cannot get it to go. The Conquerors have had very good opportunities, but their shots are rimming out. Here's Wilson trying to get inside. Cannot do so. Second chance, he draws a foul. 2 shots coming up for Evan Wilson. That's the 3rd team foul on the Eagles. And the foul's called on number 1, Lyman Starmer. That is his first. Team foul number 2, 2 shots for Evan Wilson. This one hits the back of the rim and falls out.
Watch out, Thomas.
Free throw number 2 coming up for Evan Wilson. It is good. So Wilson on the board with his first point, and it's an 8-point Episcopal lead. Independent Middle School Conference Tournament scheduled to begin February 2nd, and we have a foul on Kenny Patterson. That is his 2nd and 3rd team foul against the Conquerors. Of course, location and game times for all the teams to be determined pending the outcomes of the final conference games that are still coming up for many teams this week. Dougherty's pass to Porter gets away. Wilson picks it up near the sidelines. Porter works it out to Kenny Patterson. Wilson drives toward the lane, layup, rolls it down and falls in. 3 points now for Wilson, and the ball is out of bounds. Last touch by an Eagles player. So the Conquerors have cut the lead down to 6 and have a chance to pull a little bit closer. Langston Hardy, Kurt Greiner, and Jack Bogan back on the court for Episcopal. Tamarian McCrae is now on for Trinity Christian. He's been on there for the last couple of minutes. Stamper putting defense on Dougherty. Wilson pump fake, gets it inside to Dougherty, who will go to the free throw line for 2. A couple of young men on the Eagles on the action, so we'll see who gets called for the foul. Number 22, Andre Stamper, that is his first foul, and team foul number 3 on Episcopal. Ike Dougherty at the line, he's 2 for 2 already tonight. Free throw number 3 is a little bit short, off the front of the rim. 4:25 left in the first half, and the Conquerors trail 13-7.
Watch out!
Free throw number 2 for Dougherty is up, and it is good. So 3 out of 4 is Ike Dougherty, and here come the Episcopal Eagles. Their lead has been cut down to 5. Conquerors have made a nice little run here in the second quarter, and the pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Eagles, they get it back outside. Now pass back in. Haynes could not convert. And here comes Porter for the Conquerors, trying to get all the way in, finds Dougherty, jump shot, spins around and falls in.
Yes! There you go!
The lead is down to 13-10. Ike Dougherty now has 7. Crowd calling for a foul, but no call. 3-point attempt by Greiner off the rim. Rebound, second chance. Bogan could not convert. Langston Hardy gets a little tied up, and we have a jump ball. The possession arrow goes with Episcopal. 3:37 left here in the second quarter. Check that. Possession arrow to Trinity Christian, so the next one will go over to Episcopal. 3-point deficit for Trinity Christian. Remember, no shot clock, so the teams can take as much time as they need to get a good scoring opportunity. Conquerors girls teams are in action. We'll let you know what's going on there. The next opportunity we get. Wilson loses control of the ball. It was slapped away. And here come the Episcopal Eagles trying to extend their lead back up to 5, possibly 6. Long pass cross court to Bogan. Gets it inside, layup, no good. And ball taken and regained possession. This shot missed. Wilson battling an Eagle and another jump ball. Langston Hardy battling Wilson, and both young men get their hands on it. So this time the possession arrow goes over to Episcopal. Garrett Chapman checking in for the Conquerors, or is he? He's out on the court. And we have a timeout. 2:44 left to go here in the second quarter. 30-second timeout for Coach Willie Pons, the first one that he has called. And it gives us an opportunity to let you know what's going on the girls' side tonight. Both the middle school and the varsity Lady Conquerors are playing games. The varsity game is scheduled to start at 6 p.m., so it is underway. That is at Ridgeview High School. And the middle school Conquerors girls team is also playing tonight. They're at St. John's Country Day School. That game might be over by now. It started at 4:30. If we're able to get word on that final score, we'll let you know. And the Conquerors will inbound with 2:44. So If that was a jump ball, it would have gone to the Eagles. So apparently it was a different call, out of bounds maybe, or a traveling violation, as Langston Hardy had his hands on the ball and rolled over. In any event, the Conquerors trail by 3 with 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Possession arrow is with Episcopal. Patterson hits Dougherty, back out to Wilson. 2 men to beat, pull-up jumper off the rim. Good rebound by Jack Bogan.
Stop the ball.
Florida got a hand on it, however, Episcopal regains control. Stamper with the move inside, and he will draw the foul. That is Tamarian McCray. That's his first team foul, number 4 against Trinity Christian. Andre Stamper at the line. He's 2 for 2 so far tonight. First of 2 is a little too strong off the back of the rim. There is one regular season home game for the JV and the varsity teams as well. That's going to be against Stanton College Preparatory School. That's coming up on January 31st. Stamper hit contact from Evan Wilson. That is his 3rd foul. And that'll put Reed at the line for 2 free throws. He has not shot one yet tonight. There is less than a second. 0.3 seconds remain on the clock. Eagles lead by 6. First free throw makes it a 7-point Episcopal lead. Kirk Reed hits his first of 2. Jake Murphy and Sam Ero make their way onto the court as we close out the second quarter. Reed with free throw number 2. He hits them both. And it's an 18-10 lead. The shot does not beat the buzzer. Still comes very close to going in from way downtown from Patterson. However, we head into the intermission 8-minute halftime period. We'll come back in about 5 minutes to recap the first half, let you know what's coming up for the Conquerors for the remainder of the season. Again, thank you for joining us here tonight on tcajax.org. Back in 5 minutes. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Trinity Christian Academy. Ray Bureau and Dean Bureau working the camera. And we have an exciting match, a lot of action between Trinity Christian's Junior High Conquerors and the Eagles of the Episcopal School of Jacksonville. There you see the score. Episcopal leads at 18-10. The Conquerors have had a lot of scoring opportunities. They move the ball around very well. Some of the shots, though, have rimmed out. And here we stand as we get ready for half number 2, quarter number 3. For the Eagles, who have 18 points, J.P. Schweitzer and Andre Stamper each have 5. Kirk Reed has hit a couple of free throws.